Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we get Nate's take on the recent Bob Baffert lawsuit over a tater sticker on a bottle of bourbon. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Nate Weiniger, Lenny Eckstein, and Kathy Cool.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey,
Hello.
guys.
So, yes, we are going to have some fun today. We're going to get Nate's take on this. It doesn't even matter what we think about it. It's what Nate thinks about it. He has run a sticker club for a long time, so we'll see what he thinks about this and lawsuits, and does it make him change anything with how they do things? But we'll get to that after the break. For right now, Lenny said there's something you want to talk about. What is that, Lenny?
I do have something I want to talk about. And since I got 2 St. Louis residents, in front of me that I can bounce some questions off of, I'm about to hop in the truck and drive out to St. Louis, and I've never spent more than a few hours in the great city of St. Louis. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, like, whenever, when I lived in Philadelphia, if somebody was coming out, I grew up there. I knew what to show them, and I knew, like, if I was to write down, like, 4 things for them to do, I knew how to make it a great trip. But I don't know what those things are in St. Louis. And I feel like if I hang out at the Arch all day, I'll be kind of both a chode and wasting my time. So, you guys let me know, like, what do I need to see, or even if I don't have time, what does one want to? What are the cool things?
We're big on food.
Yeah, I think you should go to the Hill.
You need to eat some food on the Hill. You need to eat a toasted ravioli.
Well, he doesn't eat meat, so that doesn't do that good.
I know. So we're
hitting on the wrong. There,
right? Yeah, I don't know if they do. Maybe I've never had a cheese toasted ravioli. Maybe they do that somewhere. But seriously, go to the Hill. I mean, it's a pasta. There's plenty of things you could have and enjoy there, and it's amazing, man. And there's all these little shops and stuff like that. I mean, you imagine getting to a store and you dropped in and it feels like you're in Italy. That's what these little Italian markets are like there. And literally, imagine going to your pasta aisle, which is probably at most. A huge pasta section will be like 16 feet long. Imagine like 3 aisles of pasta, all stuff you've never even seen before and stuff like that. It's crazy, man.
It's called the Hill, like as in if you put the Hill in Google.
Yeah, it would come up. It would come up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a bunch of different restaurants. They're all great. I mean,
we have a world-class zoo and it's free.
Oh.
We do.
Oh.
We do. Grant's Farm is free. So.
Yes.
What about the City Museum? Because it's always been on my list to do.
Oh, yeah. The City Museum is fun, but you would want to take Arlo.
So McNew said,
no, he doesn't like doing daily
stuff. Like children, don't go on a Saturday. I'm usually there on Saturdays. He told me I needed to come on a weekday to avoid children because I want to be in an adult playground.
Yeah, so, and they have a bar.
But you're a beer guy. I feel like you should go to Anheuser-Busch. Take the tour, and then they have a nice beer garden, and it's even heated. If it happens to be cold when you're there, it's heated. It's worth seeing. Again, there's people just hate them because they're the biggest. But you know what? They do the tour right. It's also free, like most things in St. Louis. It's free to do, and it's really well done. And just to see something on that magnitude, and then that old. I mean, it's been around since the 1800s. It's cool, man.
So the Clydesdale tour, a bunch of us from the crew club went in May, I think. And it's a big company, but they make it feel so small. We had the best time on that tour.
Yeah.
So do the Clydesdale tour. That was fun.
You have to ride horses.
No, they don't let you touch the horses.
Good.
It was fun. We had a good time.
When you leave Anheuser-Busch, go over to Gus's Pretzels. They've been making pretzels over 100 years in St. Louis, right in the shadow of Anheuser-Busch. They're right there. So yeah, just
you can
that's
usually
a
buy
fun
a bag
stop.
of those outside the ballpark for like $2.
Yeah.
Soft pretzels or
Soft pretzels, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all all about that. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a fun little stop. That
Yeah.
I mean, it's just neat to. I love Gus's Pretzels because my dad used to take me there when I'm 3 years old. Let's go get. We'd be going around and like, you want to go get some pretzels? We'd go in Gus's, and it's the same. It's the same. The same guy that was working there when I was a kid is working there now. So yeah. Ted Drew's. You got to hit Ted Drew's while you're here.
The custard, frozen
What does
custard.
that mean? What is that? Ice cream?
It's like ice cream.
It's like ice cream, but it's called frozen custard. It's incredible. I think it's the best thing going. It could be franchised everywhere. Now the frozen custard's pretty commonplace around. I mean, this guy's been doing it. His dad started the business in like the 40s. My mom and dad used to go on dates at Ted Drew's, and so it's been around that long. And I'll tell you what, Kathy, you know this. When we were kids, Ted Drew's was an old man. The man who still owns the company.
Oh my gosh, and he's still the same. He looks exactly the
same age. The custard
and
must be
it's
good
40
for you.
years later.
Yeah.
Wow.
The custard has to be good for you because he's
There's
exactly the
there's
same.
two Ted Drew's shop. One on Chippewa, and then there's one I can't remember.
Go to Chippewa. The other one's on Grand, but go to the
Yeah.
Chippewa.
And there was a day where my friend and her mom, her parents took us, and they said, we're going to go to both Ted Drew's tonight. So we went to one Ted Drew's and we got our frozen custard. And then we drove to the other Ted Drew's and we got more frozen custard. And we had like that uncomfortable where you're just like so bloated and uncomfortable, but it was so much fun and it's so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a bunch of stuff you can do right there.
That's awesome. Thank you.
That's just on your first trip. We got more, but we were not going to share everything. We're not giving it all up on the first
No way.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Well, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Nate's not playing. I'll go first this time. I've got 10th Mountain Brandy here. 10th Mountain Brandy. All right. I'm going to bottle kill this thing too. So we'll see what we got here. Here we go. Decent. Could be enough to win. We'll see. Lenny, what do you got?
I've got a mostly consumed bottle of Barrel Armida.
Okay. Oh, Lenny is having a night, man. He's got the lead. Lenny's got the lead. This is amazing for him. All right, Kathy, you're next. What do you got?
I'm going to bring out my Buzzard Drew's Toasted French Oak Straight Bourbon, signed.
By Bronner. Look at that.
Signed.
Jason A. Bronner. Yeah.
Fancy.
Oh, Lenny, I'm sorry. That clearly is the winner there. Kathy's had some good ones. Yeah. All
I
right.
figured if I was going to go against some Colorado people with their high altitude, I was going to bring out the big guns, get some wins under my belt.
Get some wins. All right. What do you got, McNew?
So Kathy's going to take it because I was out of town last weekend. So I grabbed some things I can't get in Indiana. And I just have the old Heaven Hill.
All right.
Light.
Nice.
No.
And it's a twist
Good
off.
top. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Congratulations to Kathy. You win.
Cheers.
Here's
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we'll see if we can get Nate riled up. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is BR 549, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we get Nate's opinion on the Baffert sticker.
Yes, we are. So, a Louisville bourbon club, I don't even know exactly which one, put a sticker on a bottle. It was a pinhook bottle, and it was making fun of Bob Baffert, and it called it his special horsey sauce or something like that. And I mean, it was really well done. I'll get the
unfunny
art on that thing was incredible. Was top notch, no doubt. But Bob Baffert didn't like it, and he sues. And man, he cleaned house, and they didn't have to go to court. So they must have known they were going to get killed in court. So he won. He got all the sales of the bottles that were already sold. He got the dollar amount for that. Then he got what's that?
18,000 was that dollar amount.
Yeah, 18,000 for that. Then he got all the unsold bottles. Those all go to him. And then he also got $50,000 to charity. So like 3 different charities that for like jockeys and horses and stuff like that. I mean, I can't imagine what the meetings in the club are like after that. It's partially the liquor store, partially the club, I believe. I don't really know those specific details, how that breaks out. But Nate, you run a big club. You guys do stickers. What do you think about this?
I got mixed emotions about it. I will say one thing, we've done over, this year, probably had our 100th private barrel. Right. And, we've had stickers on the majority of those. I will say that we've never had a sticker that's either made fun of somebody or kind of satire.
That's a good start. Right.
We've never done that. We've always tried to be.
Have you stolen artwork before though?
Well, it's close, but not really. I mean, allegedly, we definitely have had things that kind of that satire, or it's our own artists that creates them, so they're created from scratch. We don't just like take a picture and put it on a bottle or anything like that.
Right.
So we have Tiffany Go has done all of our artwork, and she's very talented graphic designer. And, we've done some fun things like Thunder Chicken has been one that's been known probably more nationally, and some of those, but those are from scratch. We just kind of create those. I will say we've started to get away from it. Honestly, and it's not necessarily because of this. Yeah, goodness. It's not necessarily because of this lawsuit or even some of the distilleries. I mean, a lot of distilleries have come out and asked.
Four Roses can't have
Four Roses, but it's not just them. I mean, it's also, a lot of the MGP brands too. I mean, you also have even Yellowstone. We've always done those and some of those. So, I think there's a lot of distilleries that are starting to go away from this. I'm curious to see if this drives that even further, where distilleries are like, you cannot add, onto the bottle and sticker the bottle and so I don't know. It's part of me is it's fun. I think it's creative. If you do it tastefully and you do it right and you're not doing it to offend people. I mean, there were a lot worse ones than that have been out there, right?
Oh, yeah. But you have to run
Yeah.
into the right person. So Bob
Right.
Baffert, I mean,
Yeah.
he's at a
He didn't even
very
know that was
interesting
happening.
point in his life.
Yeah.
Right. But definitely the wrong person to mess with. That's for sure. So,
Yeah.
and
Even
he's
in
got money.
Kentucky,
I mean, he has money to
Yeah.
hire lawyers, and so plenty of people that's
course.
like, it's going to go away. It's 200 bottles or whatever it is. It'll come and go, and it'll be
Yeah.
fine. But you run into the wrong person, you could be into some trouble. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, I think for us, we're going to more of a. We want people to know it's our pick. Typically they write it on the bottles, and the sticker doesn't make it taste better. I figured that out, but it doesn't make it more fun sometimes. But we're just going to a kind of generic sticker that we put on this 5280 whiskey kind of logo medallion that we're putting on bottles now. And I've seen some other groups go that route. I think maybe for a few of our picks, we'll still that we've kind of had like the Thunder Chicken or some of these other ones where we may continue to build on it. But the other thing is, it's a lot of work. It's a significant amount of work, and to get something made up, to get it shipped off, to get it printed out, you got to ship back. You got to work like at the pickups, getting the stickers to the people, and we've had people apply the stickers now, and it's just it's a lot of work, and especially when you do a lot of picks, and it is fun, and I think it's a cool part and a cool culture and kind of the clubs and those things to see the creativity, because there's a lot of great creativity, but I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe it's starting to run its course, though. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And I don't think it's going to slow down. Like all of a sudden, if you can't put stickers on bottles. Like I will tell you this, I feel extremely fortunate that we got back into Four Roses and did a pick here last month, and there was a process to get in there and to be able to do that. But believe me, I'm happy not putting any sticker on the bottle or even thinking about a sticker to be able to have a quality pick from Four Roses. And I don't think that anybody's going to stop doing single barrels, or that single barrels aren't going to be as popular just because if stickers go away, or this creates more of a trend where distilleries are saying don't put stickers on the bottles. I think the single barrel game is still there, and it's about getting a unique pour. And
Right.
I think it's more about who picks it than what the stickers are. So it's my thoughts.
Yeah. I can't imagine what would it be like, Nate, if you guys had gotten dinged for one of those, and all of a sudden you got to go back to your members and be like, okay, gang, we owe 50 grand here. Who wants to help out? How do you do this?
I probably would have taken it the distance to a jury trial. So
yeah, then
And I think,
it's like 2.3 million or something.
yeah,
It's like,
you know what? And then it's you got to go all in, and I think honestly, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I do wonder like how this would have turned out. Now the problem is you're going up against someone with very deep pockets,
Right.
and that's going to be able to bleed you dry in the courts. But I do still believe that you can make fun of people. I don't know if you look at the newspaper or you look online and
Saturday
there's
Night Live,
cartoons and
yeah.
Saturday Night Live, like Saturday Night Live right there. I mean, but the reality is you're still able to do that. And I don't know, I don't know how that would play out, but
That's what you got to hang your hat on. Is you're hoping that you get a jury that is sees that favorably. Like, yeah, satire is part of being able to make fun of someone is part of free speech.
that's it.
But like you said, there's also a way to work the court system, and
It's
you
a
can
risk.
you can delay things. You can there's ways
Yeah.
if you've got money to pay the lawyers, be like, we'll just have them keep paying, and you might hire a lawyer and think, okay, well, this is what it's going to cost to go to court, and I think we can win. There's ways that they can keep paying where it just keeps going, and what you budgeted for your lawyer can be doubled, tripled, quadrupled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's where they get you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would be scary, and I'm sure it's not a fun situation, and it, it's, I don't know, it takes something that's very small, minute, but it I don't know, it would be something that, obviously is probably not fun to go through, and the liquor store that was involved having to pay that out. And,
yeah. I mean,
the
I own a liquor
club
store. I can't imagine, buying a barrel pick and be like, oh God.
Yeah. I mean, so it's, I hear it, and, but we definitely, I will just say with 5280, we've already way before this have started down a track where we're getting away from that. And I think you'll see some others do that, and that's fine, because really what matters is what's in the bottle, not what's on the bottle.
Yeah, that's what we try to focus on at the barrel shop. We have stickers like on Lenny, because he does them, and the Stumpy does them and stuff like that. But it's more of a depiction of what's in the bottle versus any sort of satire or something like that. So
yeah. That being said, Steve, I think I'm going to have to withdraw the smoking hot corn label. If I get sued over that, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah, she signed off on that. It's good. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she loves that. So yeah, smoking hot corn. So yeah, there you go. There's Nate's take on what happened out there. And again, Nate has nothing to do with that. I want to be very clear. That is not anything that he had to do with it, but just wanted, because he has a group that does makes barrel picks that had stickers in the past, and probably will have some in the future, it sounds like, but not all of them. But yeah, it's an interesting thing, and something definitely to watch out for in the industry right now. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram, KK Cask Strength.
All right, Nate.
You can find on Instagram at 5280 Whiskey, and also hidden_barn, and at hiddenbarnwhiskey.com.
All right, Lenny.
You can find myself and the rest of Deerhammer on social media at Deerhammer, on the web at deerhammer.com, where you can also order our bottles shipped to your door, and you can come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. The important website, though, is abvnetwork.com. Please check it out, because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us. We are in Arnold, Missouri, which is a St. Louis suburb. We'd love to visit with you. And if nothing else, please sign up at abvbarrelshop.com for our email distribution list. You'll know the latest news, who's coming in to see us, and what we have in stock. All right. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right. Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you guys.
Cheers.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen, or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you are a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com. Call them at 217-254-6613 or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.